got, we've got. Where are we at exactly? Are we in the?
We're still in the tunnel caves. We're at the
That's right.
large tunnel that has a. Oh, I have a description here. The big old tree that sits in the middle of the room with a small pool of water that's formed at the base, and multiple denizens of this town or newcomers. People are just kind of wrapped in its roots or limbs or leaves. They look fine for the most part. They don't look harmed or malnourished or anything. They're just there and they look like they're peacefully sleeping. There's also 20 Kuatoa, I think I'm pronouncing that right, in the room, which are the fish people that you encountered. You've already killed
Oh,
two of
that's
them.
right.
And then there's one larger Kuatoa that kind of seems like ornated a little bit. And he's not, everyone else seems affixed on the tree, but he's kind of keeping a watchful eye on you. Also, Aurora, which is the what seemed to be a half elf up until you ripped her arm off, and then she replaced it with a twig.
Ah,
Uh,
yes, my future queen.
your future queen, and then she went into have it recorded. She went into the second tunnel. There's five total. There's the one that you guys came from that has a little drop down to the
Yes.
pool and everyone, which Ark is already down there, and then you have four on the other side, and
That's right.
she went down tunnel number two, and you
Got
can
it.
see what's behind which door whenever you get around to it.
That's right.
And that's where we're at right now. If you want me to go over what we've been through,
Weren't we?
I can.
Weren't we following her? We were following her, weren't we?
No, she just showed up behind you because she originally shut you guys down here. If you remember, you guys went down the well that was locked because it was unlocked, and then she locked it back and then dropped the ladder down.
So we're in this big room with the big tree,
Yes.
the tree roots, or is it tree or tree roots?
If there's a big tree and there's tree roots that have been
Kind of
spanning
like
the
Banyan
tunnels.
Grove.
And I think if you want, how do you spell that again? Because that's a good example. B-A-Y
Banyan.
N-Y
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty cool.
Banyan tree. Yeah, there we go.
Bunyan trees.
Hi, Caitlin. You want to say hi to my streaming people?
Hi, streaming
My
people.
lovely wife. She's going to bed.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Lunes. That's Monday.
That's Nacho Libre Monday.
I ate some bugs. I ate some grass. I used my hand.
To wipe my tears.
So wipe your face. By the way, I put a link to the banyan tree. It's basically pretty much a great example, except for the trunk is a normal tree. It's not a growth of multiple different. It's just one big trunk and a whole span of trees. If you want to connect it to mythology, think Yggdrasil. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right.
Yggdrasil.
Basically the tree from Nordic mythology, the tree of life.
Tree of Life.
I know that because of WoW. So
that's where we're at right now. Before all this, you guys came to this town, Pagaye, to find out its source of wealth, what's making it so rich. It was basically a terrible hole in the ground, and all of a sudden it's cornering markets on the world for, furs, gold, nice extreme ores and stuff like that. Food or crops are now booming, and you guys just come to figure out what happened.
right.
What's their secret? What's happening here? And take it for yourself. So hopefully be able to harness that kind of power. And then you ran into our first contestant, Ariv, which was the halfling, the bartender halfling, if you remember. And do you remember his secret? Not really a secret, but something you found out about him while you were there. I do believe Chris was actually the one that found.
Oh yeah, I don't think we knew
the inconsistency.
Yeah, his daughter was the same age, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, his daughter looked the same age as in the painting, and he looks
Yeah.
like an older man, but he looks like a younger man in the painting. What? That's what I thought.
That means the little girl is in the tree. Sorry, I had to get into care. I went from Corey to Rule in that one sentence.
That means the little girl.
Yes,
is in the
a little
tree.
girl went to the little tree, didn't she? Yeah.
In a world far away.
In a world
It's
where a
Batman
tree.
finding his voice.
In a tree.
Tell me where the drugs are.
That was silly drugs. But yeah, you can. That's where we're at right now. You guys, it's midnight. You remember the whole entire town catching on a faux fire that didn't actually burn, but kind of revealed the mess and hovel that the town was. Kind of showed how instead of just success, well-built structures, they're really just broken down shops and yada yada yada. And that's where we're at right now. We're down in the hole.
Okay. No way of do we see any ladders besides the one that she. So we know the one that she went to, right?
She just walked down a tunnel.
Okay.
Here's all of you, and there's a tiny little drop off. Things like 5 feet.
Right.
It's 5 feet, and it's into a small pool of water. And then there's 4 tunnels you can choose from. You saw her go down tunnel number 2.
Right.
But you can choose any of these. There's also 20 what was aggressive hostile Kuatoa, but they all seem fixed on the
Right. We could walk right by them, didn't we?
Yeah, you could. Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, whose arm was I keeping?
Aurora.
That's right, my queen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She jumped down and you held on and plants.
Well, she lended me a hand.
Pun count for the night 1. Putting that in the chat.
Handing out psychic damage already.
Roll for damage.
All right, Corey, you take 4 seconds.
Well, we're supposed to go up to the manor.
Yeah, the last thing that she said, if you're really interested in finding out what the secret is behind this place, visit the Duke.
Can I
if
look?
You remember, the manor was the one thing that, when you first entered the town, did look kind of dilapidated. It didn't match the rest of the gilded, scenery that the town was kind of producing.
Can I look around and see if I see that little girl?
Roll me a perception check.
In the roots.
There are several people here, and some of them are obscured.
That is a natural 20.
That is a natural 20. All right, first one of the night. You don't see her. She is not here. You do see Arif, the 3 nameless gentlemen that were in the tavern when you guys were there, the drunkards. I think there's actually only 2, if I remember correctly now. You do see Aurora's body, which she actually pointed out to you guys before she left. And you do see several other bodies that you don't really recognize yet. You also do not see the beggar.
Rough count. Do I see like hundreds of people, or is this like
around about 60?
Around 60 people?
Yes, this is a very, very big tree. To give it, I'm not very good at math and measurements. There's a reason that Caitlin builds everything that we buy. The absolute girth of the tree could be like a normal townhouse. Like it's a big, very big wide trunk.
So it appears just about everybody from the town is down here.
Yeah.
For all practical purposes.
Yeah, for all purposes. But it seems that the town has willingly given themselves, or unwillingly, you don't know, to this tree.
Okay.
But you do not see his little girl.
Okay.
One second. I'm probably gonna move
up to the well entrance, or do we play guess the tunnel which takes us to the manor?
Well, adventurers, we got
She
ourselves
pointed
a
in a
new
direction
follower.
to the
Oh,
Duke.
yeah.
Didn't she? Thought she gave us like a pointing the finger. Go visit the Duke if you really want to know.
You mean this finger?
No, the one still attached to her body.
I say we follow her. And we get to that manor as soon as possible.
Agreed.
Our other option would be to take care of all these little frog people, fish people.
Yeah.
They give the power to create these deity type. They give the tree its power.
How many of them are there down there?
20, not including the one that's kind of ornated in these nice garbs, kind of shiny stuff. It's not really, fancy by your means, but probably by their means, he's pretty ceremoniously dressed.
Maybe we should wake up everybody first. That's a lot of, that's like a small little army against 3 of us.
Would not be wise to get them all embroiled into battle at once unless you've got some fireball scroll in your back pocket somewhere.
Do you? You got a fireball scroll?
No, I do not.
Oh.
Ark pats his metal butt and is like,
Cling, cling, cling.
tink, 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 tink.
Well, I agree.
think our best bet is to get to the manor house.
I agree. We're probably going to have to exterminate these guys in the future.
Or relocate them.
Or relocate them to to a more suitable environment for their needs.
I agree. Let's see if we can find the manor.
All right, so does everyone want to
We're
move
going.
forward?
Yeah, I'll. Sham, you want to go first, and I'll.
As we go towards the as we approach the tunnels, is there any kind of markings indicating where they may lead to, like some sort of symbol saying this goes to the manor house, whereas this goes here, or whatever?
Oddly enough, and just because you are actively looking for this, there is actually some markings, some sketches that have been freshly drawn there that seem to be pointing in a certain direction.
Okay. Which one appears to be either indicating the manor house or in the direction that we would think that it would be?
They just seem to be pointing onward. You can tell these are freshly put there. Right now, none of you have keen mind feet, so I'm going to say that you don't really know where you're at. Yeah, it's a little bit disorientating.
Right.
But you do feel that if you think about it, the way that you've gone, it's basically just been a straight shot, to the actual cave with a little lake in it. Then there's a right, and there's the big section that you're in right now. If you think about it, it's not too.
Can I
much
try
of a
to
leap of a
track?
guess. Yeah. It's not too far of a leap of a guess to think that that's on the way to the manor.
I am proficient in survival. Can I try to track the tracks so we can...
You
know
may
which way
track
to go?
tracks, yes.
Okay, let's track some tracks. That is a 5.
People definitely walk through here.
I
Can't
bent
really-
down and kind of put my hand in one of the prints and smell it. I think that was my foot, but I don't know which way to go, guys.
Well, let's follow
Just her.
the person who went in. That'd probably be our best shot. If it's wrong, then we can always backtrack and
Yeah.
elimination if nothing else.
Well, I'm pretty stealthy. Y'all want me to go ahead first a little bit and see if there's...
Feel free.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Crack.
The rogue says
Hey,
go
crack.
ahead.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're a rogue, too. I mean,
You
you're
make
a rogue, so you're a rogue.
Goliath, you.
Maybe you should go.
No, you've already said
No,
you go.
no, we're good.
While the barbarian is trying to stealth forward, Ark is gonna take out one of his daggers from his belt that he keeps, and in the wall with the freshly
Good
scraped
call.
thing
Mhm.
in Thieves' Cant, I'm gonna write, going out of business sale, everything must go.
Alright. Going out of business cell, everything must go.
Yep, and I'm gonna just draw a big arrow pointing in the direction that we're fixing to walk.
That's good.
All right. Any commas?
Ooh.
No.
Okay.
Are there commas in Thieves' Cant? I think it's just a run-on sentence. It's like Greek.
There's no drama in Thieves' Cant. There's no comma to increase the dramatic.
It's like Greek. You just put a chi, an and just keep going.
All right. I rolled an 18 for my stealth check.
All right. You are convinced that you are definitely stealthy.
Oh yeah.
Now, how far ahead of these two guys are you wanting to go?
Within within their normal distance, so I'll say 20, 30 feet. So
Okay.
that way they can get to me within one movement, one round. So
Absolutely.
I would like to shout out, I can still see you, and before he turns around, I want to try to stealth in the shadows. So if he turns around, he's not going to see me. Can I do that?
This is a kind of a well-lit. Is there still the torches that you guys have been seeing?
Yeah.
So I will say, like, there is a curve, so you can kind of duck behind the curve.
Okay.
I'm not gonna allow you to hide in plain sight, but do go ahead and give me a roll.
yeah, let's get a roll.
That is a 15.
All right,
I
contest it with
see
rules perception check.
Perception. Ooh, I got a +0 on that one. High roll. That'll be
Oh my goodness, he's on fire tonight.
natural 20. Wait, can you see that?
I do,
There it
yeah.
is, There it is. Ah,
No John Cena for you.
Yeah, he catches you. You never were a very good
but
ding-dong dicker.
I don't really say anything. But as soon as he tries to walk by me, I trip his legs. Oh, there you are.
I'll consider that a grapple. You may roll athletics, and Arc, you may roll acrobatics or athletics, whichever one you prefer. Meanwhile, Shamgar is just done with you two.
That's a 12. That's a 12.
I'm rolling my eyes thinking when these children are done, maybe we can resume.
We're fighting over who's stealthier.
My acrobatics would be a 14.
That's a 14. What'd you get?
Out of 12.
12. You are unable in your tripping attempt.
Oh, dang it! Fine. I'll sit up against the cave and wait for Sham to go by. And then I'll just buddy up next to Sham.
All right.
I'll go out. I'll take point. I'll go out and. You said we were going around a curve.
I'll see how quiet I'm being with my chainmail here, real quick. Oh boy, a whole 7.
Ooh, yeah,
There
that's.
we go. There we go.
Remember, that's probably better than last time.
Yeah, I think it was.
Now it's just the clanks without the clinks.
Yep.
Yeah. No,
Continuous quality improvement.
yeah. Next time you have to roll for stealth, it'll just be better. There'll be no clanks. It'll just be clinks. How far are you going out, Ark?
You say, Colonel Hogan.
that's a...
I'm
How far
Maybe
you go?
the typical
Okay.
rogue and go further than I should. I'm gonna go like 150 feet out.
Okay. Just about
I'm gonna.
40 feet of that. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have a javelin ready. So if anything comes up on him, then I'm gonna have my action ready to toss that javelin at him.
Yeah, if you guys
Since
do,
since he's going for that far out, I'll have my longbow ready as well.
yeah, if you guys want to have you too, Chris, if you want to have a ready to action, you may.
I just got my side pieces. I got my 2-hand crossbows ready to go.
All right. Well, just like 40 feet out from where you guys were, you do come across a split. There's just a left and a right, and clear as day next to you don't even have to roll for this. Just right next to the torch is another same one of those inscriptions, one of those markings that you saw, and it seems to be leading on the right path.
Okay. And in Thieves' Cant, I'm gonna right on the right path. I'm gonna draw the little white body outline of a boy or of a man and write men. And on the left path, I'm gonna draw the girl with the skirt and write women's. And then
Straight ahead, it's gonna have the man and the woman and the child for the family room.
yeah, the family bedroom.
Shh, it's the bang.
And I assume
Which one has the changing table? That's
I
important.
We'll find one when we get there.
I'll wait at the fort and wait as I'm carving. I'll give them time to catch up with me. They're not that far behind me. That way we can make a decision on do we follow the writing on the wall or do we veer off from our path.
Do I recognize this writing?
It just looks like a symbol, like a little arrow, typical arrow-ish arrow.
Exit.
Yeah, it's exit sign.
Evans to Murgatroyd, it's exit, stage right.
What do you want to do, guys?
Oh, can I check for tracks? To see.
I will allow you to check for tracks again.
Okay, come on.
Are you wanting to investigate both sides?
Yeah, just the whole area. See which one's has more traffic. Come on. That will be a 10. I get down in the dirt again.
Looks like dirt.
Smell it.
Smells like dirt.
Blow it.
Blows like dirt.
I will give you this. People definitely walk through here. There
Well,
seems to be
guys,
more people walking to the left one rather than the right one.
There's a lot of traffic going to the left. The ladies' room.
The men's room is probably out of order.
There's probably all kinds of stuff on the ground. Little wet floors and
I don't see a wet floor sign. I think that's a great.
streaks on the walls.
Which way do we go, left or right?
Let's go left. What about straight ahead? There was nothing, or is it just?
It's
left
just
and right?
left or right.
Oh, okay.
We followed the writing to get us this far. Why?
Yeah.
I don't understand why we would abandon the writing if that's what we were intentionally following to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, is left not writing, or is right the writing?
Right's the writing.
Oh,
It
jeez.
seems to be pointing to the right way rather than the left one.
Well, yeah, I say we follow maybe the road less traveled is the one we're supposed to be going on.
How far down can we see? Is there like
There's
100?
still some torches, but the cave's a little bit twisty, curvy. You just see more torches down the left, but it seems that it descends. The one on the right kind of ascends a little bit.
The one on the right
Ascends goes up.
Ascends, yeah, it goes up, and the one that goes
Yeah.
a little bit down.
Well, that's where we got to go up. So, men's room it is. Watch your feet. Everyone good with that?
Let's go.
All right.
Would you like for me to just walk? I'll walk 100 feet down the left and see what I can see, and then come back and report it.
Ooh, I can walk 100 feet down the right and report it. I have a +4 on stealth. I need to use this. I'm proficient in stealth.
Oh, how mad
Not just you, rogue.
I guess I will wait here while you guys do your inspections,
All right.
as we've tried to figure this out.
Ah.
If it takes long enough, maybe I can get a short rest out of it.
I just want to say, Ark doesn't stealth down the hall. He just walks right down the middle of the hallway, like just looking around.
Not me. I'm up against the wall.
I love how this group is every path traveled.
All right, that's an 18 for my stealth.
That's an 18 for your stealth, alright.
I'm going down the right. You're going down the left, Archie?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Do I need to roll a perception or?
You got to roll your stealth.
You can roll your stealth if you want to. You can roll your perception if you want to, too.
I'm not stealthing. I'm just walking down the middle. I'm whistling. I am whistling while I. The rooster from Robin Hood.
Oh my gosh.
Robin Hood. I'm
He's
just
hiding by not hiding.
Yeah.
If I see anything, I'm just gonna go. And just try to blend in.
Alright. We'll begin with you, Arky. From Arky's Weird Mysteries. Alright. You do happen upon several of the Kuatoa. You round a corner and there's a little opening there, and it seems that there's been some people kind of dragged into the middle of that room. Around about 3 from just a quick glance. And there's 5 Kuatoa.
How many? Didn't he?
How many are there? I was whistling. I'm sorry.
There is 4 Kuatoa, and there is 4 bodies that have been dragged into the middle of the room. And they seem to be doing, normal fish-like stuff, gurgling at each other, and that's making a sandwich. There's a nice little neat table over there, and one sharpening his already sharpened wooden spear. Or he could just be whittling. I mean, there's not much difference.
Do they see me? I mean, I'm.
Nope, they do not see you. They do not notice you. You're kind of peeking around the corner there
Okay.
as you see them. You're sneaky.
Can I? So, is it just end? Is it just like a dead end? Like
It is just a dead end.
breakfast nook? Like they're
Yeah, it's just a little nook. Seems like it's just a room used for this purpose, whatever it is.
and they're making sandwiches.
One of them is making sandwiches. Yes.
One of them is making a sandwich.
Yes.
Does it look like they're making sandwiches from the bodies?
No, it doesn't look like they have very much cuts on the bodies. You do see some bones over in a corner.
Can I just take a minute and see if I see the chests of the bodies like rising? Are the humans are breathing?
Roll me a perception check.
It's a 6 plus 8, so that would be a
All right. 14.
68.
68. Yes.
Absolutely.
The bodies aren't moving. They definitely seem dead, but unfortunately, in the minute that you spend just kind of examining them, you do become noticed by the one that's whittling his spear, and he goes, and you may roll initiative. This is quite loud, and as this echoes, you do hear this, Shamgar. Corey, you're a little bit farther out because you've been examining the right pass. I'll get to you.
Okay.
Um,
Gotcha.
I will take. Your speed is 30, right, Shamgar?
Yes,
Shambles?
minus 30.
All right. It'll take you 2 rounds of combat to get to where he's at. He didn't go down that far.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I will go ahead and dash down that direction. Instinct's kicking in.
All right. I'll put you at the top of the round.
So I better roll initiative as well, right?
Yep.
Rolled a natural 19 plus 4, so that's a 23.
That's 23. Goodness.
Well, I'm getting my bad rolls out of the way quickly. I've got a 3.
Does this mean I can get the fight music going?
All right. You do move first, Art. And it's not really a wide cavern. Your little space is about 5 feet across. It's a very narrow passageway that's been narrowed out.
It's a G
then,
cavern.
It's a what?
A G cavern. It's shaped like a G.
Okay.
The actual room is about 15 feet across. It's this little small corridor, and you can clearly see all of them.
Okay. The one that spoke, I would like to bonus action do my insightful fighting, and so as a bonus action, you can make an insight check against a creature you can see that isn't incapacitated, contested by the target's deception check.
Okay.
If I succeed, then I automatically get sneak attack against it.
Oh, nice.
It rolled a natural 1.
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, who has the bigger dex?
It's charisma
Oh,
as a modifier of -1.
Well, my perception is perception. Yes, my perception is +8.
So you will win that, good sir.
I will.
Perception is +8.
Yep.
Holy.
Because I'm not only proficient, I am expert in perception.
Jeez.
And
right, go ahead and...
now I will roll for my first crossbow. Sneak attack.
Better.
That is a 12 to hit.
That unfortunately misses.
Okay.
It clinks off the wall behind him. He goes...
I will roll for my second crossbow, and that is an 18.
You have multi-attack?
I have 2-weapon fighting, and I have 2 crossbows.
Does 2-weapon fighting consume your bonus action, though?
Yes, it's my... Oh, you're right. You're
Mm-hmm.
right. So, I will not shoot my second crossbow. I will keep it ready for the next round.
They're all within range to hit you. If you want to move back, it will take them a little bit longer. You can backpedal. I'll give you that option. Because I know we're not on a board or anything. It's a bit more difficult to kind of, how many feet away from people are and this and that.
I will just back up, like, into the mouth of the opening, so it's like a 5 foot, where it is only 5 foot. So
Yeah,
they're gonna have to get in a line, basically, to get to. That makes sense.
that works.
But I'll stand there.
The one that you took a pot shot at, he will move forward and try to spear you with his newly sharpened wooden spear. And that is a 15 to hit.
He does not hit.
He does not hit. He's completely morally just depressed. He's absolutely terrified that he did not hit you. He will step to the side, and another one, the next one will come at you with his club and his sandwich in the other hand.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that is also not going to hit. He rolled a 10. The next one will try to attack you. That is also a 10. So he misses. And the fourth one will stand there with his ready to action, all three of them kind of occupying the space in front of you.
Okay. I don't get an attack of opportunity?
They moved to the left
Oh, okay.
and the right. So they're still within your threat range. If we're going like completely technical wise.
Okay, that's fine.
Big words. That leads us to Shamgar. You are just full on dashing down there.
Yeah, trying to get down there as quick as I can.
And your dash is actually 60 feet, right?
Yes.
All right, you make it there. The next round you'll be able to get in range to actually zap some of these guys. You do see Arc.
All right. Do I see it? How wide is the passageway? Is there room for them to get past him and come towards me, or is it kind of narrow?
It's narrow. It began from 10 feet and it's narrowed down to 5 feet. So it's very confined.
So it'd be kind of tricky if I was going to try to do an arrow shot on the side from the sides rather than getting right up there with him. Then.
Yeah, it'd be a little bit more trickier to do that. They'd have cover, especially the ones on the sides and the one in front of them even, since Arc is kind of a big guy.
Just trying to plan ahead.
Mm-hmm. Which brings us back to Arc. Okay.
So, I have 3 crossbows, so I can take a shot at, and I want to shoot at the guy that I have already used my bonus action last round, so I get sneak attack automatically if I were.
Yeah, that stays on him, doesn't it, for the full minute?
It's for a full minute, yes.
Okay.
So I will roll a 18.
18 definitely hits.
Okay. Give me just a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
One.
Looking for what I had. Yeah, 3d6.
D&D Beyond.
Just
Alright, so I will roll. That is a 9 plus 8, so 17 points of damage on that guy.
You really, really hurt this guy. He looks like he's on his last legs. He's huffing and puffing. He looks basically out of the count, but he's still standing.
Okay, and I have I've got one more, so bonus action. I shoot him with a crossbow again. This is my third one, so I'm gonna have to reload after this, and that's a 21 to hit.
Same fella?
Same guy.
Would you like to describe how you shoot this guy?
I pull the third crossbow that nobody knew I had. I just reach my hand behind my back and pull out a third crossbow. Nobody knows where it came from. I do. Nobody else does. And then I cock it to the side like I'm a gangster, and I shoot it. And
all right.
On the West Side Warforged.
No, we don't have combs.
Oh.
As
long as he doesn't start singing.
I start doing this after. It's 10 points. I rolled a 6 plus 4.
Yeah, he's down for the count. You just the second shot just kind of sends them sprawling back, leaving 3 of them left.
And I go, who's next?
They are. The
Oh, yeah.
Well, let me answer that for you. They are.
the one with the sandwich, seeing that its spear whittling brother is down for the count, will come at you with his club.
Come at me, bro.
And
His club or his club sandwich?
There you go. Yeah.
He swings wildly and hits the cave right behind you, and then
Slings that pastrami.
oh man, it's the cheese. The cheese is everywhere.
He's gonna pastram you if he's not careful.
Gouda!
Gouda.
The next one will reach to his side and pull out a net and go. And that is a 4, so that goes wide.
Man.
You're able to deftly dodge out of the way in the 5 feet of space that you're in.
I am invincible.
They're starting to get a little bit demoralized here, and
I wish I was a bard and I could
the last guy who's now have a space to go up there and try to stab at you will, and he rolls a 21.
that will hit.
That will hit.
Get them heels ready, Paladin.
I will use my react to uncanny dodge.
Okay.
So
So it's halved. Okay.
which one's the no damage for rogues?
It's rounded down, right? So 3 damage.
Okay. He stabbed me
There
with
was
a sword.
one that was no damage.
I think that's for monks, Corey.
Oh, there is no.
Or if you do like that, you get like halved. If you miss the deck save, and then if you make it, it's just no damage
Okay.
instead of half. I'm
Okay.
sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
No, there's an uncanny dodge and then there's something with magic.
Excuse me.
But yeah, that will be the end of their round, and Shamgar at the very, very bottom. It'll be your go.
Okay. Since there's not a lot of space, I'm gonna switch from my morning start to my flail.
Yeah,
Since
you
it's got this is on the chain, I can probably swing it better around him better.
Mhm.
That's whoever is the closest one within reach. I'm gonna try to hit with my flail.
Nope. And that's the new guy that just joined the fray that actually hit him.
Dirty 20
That'll hit.
for 7 points of damage.
7 points damage. That definitely hurts him quite a bit. Takes the wind out of his sails, definitely.
Yeah, it does. You are the wind beneath my wings. Fly, fly.
Nicely done, Paliman. Let's just do it again here as soon as we can.
Will that be all free round?
Yeah, that's all I've got.
And I'm
Okay.
still on the back of the cave, slowly sliding.
Nothing
Oh,
else.
you-
I've gotten like 20 feet now.
Does like a tumble from one side to the other
As soon as I hear a noise,
and shifts.
I dive and start putting dirt on over my head. I wake up, I look up, and I look like a Navy SEAL. Just
I'll save my smites for the next one.
Corey, Rule, you do come across kind of a little beam of light. There seems to be a trap door that you've run across that's ahead of you, and a ladder that is going up, one of those rope ladders that you've come across earlier, and another arrow, another sketch mark that's pointing up.
is it the same mark as what we have seen?
Yes, except for this time it's pointing up.
Well, it's either obvious this is the way to go, or it's a trap.
The trap door.
So the ladder, I look up. What do I see? I see a trap door, or I just see a
Little trap door. It's a little piddly thing. It's basically just there to cover up the entrance. It has a few holes in it, and you see beams of light coming down.
I would like to do an investigation check to see if there's any kind of traps.
You may.
All right. That is a dirty 3.
You spend your
50.
time looking up at this trapdoor and complete another awe, but trying to find if there's any indeed traps or anything deceptive about it. And during that time, it is Ark's turn.
Okay. Which one has the sandwich?
It would be the one directed to the left of you. He's not been damaged yet.
Okay. I would like to. I'm gonna bonus action. My insightful fighting. I can use it again on a different target.
Hmm.
So it is a 16.
Well, would you believe it? He rolled another natural 1, and I'm switching dice.
Okay. And so, I Arc will. I cast the third hand crossbow aside, and I reach up. I have a cord necklace around my neck, and it's got just a small dagger that has a little leather case, and I just pull it out of the case, and I'm gonna try to attack him with a dagger.
There you go.
You may go ahead and try to shank the fish. Hey, with such tight corridors, I'm surprised that no one has gone for the. It's like shooting fish in a barrel yet, but.
That is
Beat me to it.
a 9.
All right. Is that including your mods?
A mighty 9.
It was a natural 2.
Unfortunately, even fish in a barrel, you cannot stab him with this knife, and it just goes wide. He kind of goes with
No.
the sandwich, kind of blocks it away, moves your arms away as he moves to the side. His sandwich is a little bit ruined, but he himself is unscathed.
No offense.
The sandwich takes 3 points of culinary damage.
Culinary? Ooh.
Yeah. What's the guy's name from was it the Madness Men or something like that with what's his name? Ben Stiller. Can't remember the Extraordinary Men or something like that. It's like the
League of Extraordinary Men.
Extraordinary
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Oh, that's
Is that what it is? Or that was Sean Connery?
No, that's what Sean.
I know what
this
you're
one's a
talking
comedy with
about.
Ben Stiller. It's like the
fork guy and
the
yeah,
cutlery. Yeah,
the girl with the bowling ball.
yeah, and then the guy that's only invisible when no one's looking.
Oh yeah, that superhero that my superhero movie. I can't remember the
I can't
title.
believe I
but
forgot the name of that one.
Yeah, that's a great one. I can't remember the name of the guy's. It's like the Sea of Cutlery or something like that.
Yeah,
Czar
Hank
Cutlery,
Azaria.
something.
Hank Azaria played him. Yeah.
But yeah, he is definitely not him though, and his sandwich is now in tatters thanks to you.
Mystery
Yeah.
Men.
Mystery Men.
Mystery Man.
right.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Did
With
you have
my
any actions?
with my movement, because I did bonus action, I did action with my movement,
Mm.
and I move around to the other side, like in between them. I don't want to get outside of the range, but I just
Comfort
want to.
zone.
So you're trying to move into the room?
Yes, I'm trying to move into the room so that they're basically sandwiched between me and Shamgar.
All right. I will say athletics or acrobatics, whichever one you want.
Sham on.
That's a 17.
See if
Yeah,
I
it
can do
is.
this.
And that one.
One.
I changed dice and everything. These guys are the most unluckiest fish people you've ever seen, and they just kind of
Aw.
Hey,
decide
they're
and
fish-
let you go through.
What do you expect?
They're not
I'm
very.
eating that sandwich.
They're
I
not
am-
very efficient.
It's not their environment.
The sandwich is mine. I just want you to know. I'm gonna eat that sandwich.
Trust me, by seeing the looks of it, it's all yours.
Weren't they dragging a body or something? Who knows what's on that sandwich?
I don't even have. I have immunity to poison.
That's how he defends this. Immunity to poison.
I'm not gonna
It
take.
could be a person, Ark. I don't get sick.
I don't even have to eat. I'm a warforged, but I'm gonna eat that sandwich.
He doesn't get happy. He doesn't get sad. He just runs programs.
All right, Warforged. Unfortunately, you're not inescapable. So that's a 20 to hit.
Man,
That
20
is-
to hit.
y'all need
All right.
some rule over there.
I use my reaction to uncanny dodge, so I'll take half damage.
2 damage. After the half was 2 damage.
Okay.
And that was the sandwich boy. The next one,
Sandwich
I'm
boy.
come
gonna
out.
eat that sandwich. You're gonna eat your cornbread.
he's gonna try to bite you, and that's another 20.
Dang, natural 20.
No,
Or is-
just a
oh,
17 with plus 3.
Sorry.
I used my reaction already, so it'll be full damage.
Oh no.
Oh boy, another 4 damage.
Okay.
We're hitting them.
You boys need some rule in your life.
And the last guy who's bleeding from his that's another 17, so that's a 20 to hit.
Okay.
Holy moly.
And he's still kind of hurt from Shamgar's attack on him, and
Yeah,
he
he is.
deals 6 damage.
Ching,
All right.
ching.
All right. All right.
All right.
All right, and that will conclude their round. And Shamgar, it is your turn.
All right,
all right,
I'm
all
going
right.
to go after the same one that I hit before.
Hmm.
With the fabulous flail of Philemon. Let's see. Plus 4, 13 to hit.
That hits.
All right. That's going to be 5 damage, but I'm also going to lay on a little bit of smite action here.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Specifically, I'm going to do a little searing smite,
Yeah,
level
yes.
1.
All right.
For an additional 3 points of burning damage. Next turn, he's got to roll a con throw, and if he fails, he's going to take some more fire damage.
Yep.
And that was what damage total? 3 plus. What was your original?
It was, let's see, it was 3 of fire damage, and it was 8 of bludgeoning.
All right, yeah, he's down. You just searing smite the heck out of this guy. That the flames kind of finish up the job for you. But would you like to describe the actual flail?
Ah. The flail, I bring it around. He thinks I missed as I swing to the right side of his head, and actually. Mm-hmm.
All right,
Fried.
with 2 of
Pride,
your
not
fried. With 2 of your combatants down, it only leaves the sandwich guy and bitey guy.
Am I hearing any of this?
You're examining to make sure that there is no traps.
All right.
You
All right.
You've currently got some dust from the trap that you're sneezing.
The one of the light beams seems ultra suspicious to you.
As it should.
Arcid, it is your go.
Would it be a bonus action to reload crossbow, or is it a full action to reload? What's
If
your?
I remember the ruling, it is a full action.
Okay. Then
But
I'll
it is a free action to switch weapons. You only have 3 of those?
I have 3. Yeah, and I've shot all 3. So I'm going to.
I will allow you reloading 2 a round instead of just 1.
So I can
Well,
reload.
rather, if I remember correctly, crossbows, you could shoot them once, but you can't use multi-attacks or shoot them twice unless you have a feat for it. So the next round you can shoot it again. So you can shoot 1 crossbow this round by reloading and shooting it.
I have the crossbow feat.
Oh, you do?
I chose. You gave us 1 feat to start with, and then you gave us another.
Oh,
So you have 2 feet instead of just 1?
Yep. We're not the little dudes from Level Scrap.
Yeah, you got the level 1 feat, if you remember. That loud? Alright. So the crossbow feat actually just completely mitigates that.
Okay.
You can use these as much as you want.
They're like automatic. Okay.
Yeah, they're basically automatic. Yeah. You have medieval revolvers, if you will, huh?
So, Ark is at first a little confused because he's looking down and he's like, I thought I knew how to shoot crossbows, and then I ultimately remember that I trained and went through all that training to learn that feat.
That's right.
And so I will look at Sandwich Boy and roll for an attack for my first, and it is 20.
20, that hits.
Okay.
Is that a natural 20 or a...
No, it's a 13 plus 7. And so he has the insight, and so it's a 5 plus my sneak attack, which would be 7. So 12 points of damage to him.
Yep, he's definitely hurting.
And
That's
then
not good for him.
I will shoot a second as my bonus action.
Alright.
That's a 12.
Barely misses.
And
You catch a slice of his bread and it pins into the table behind him.
oh, okay. And then that will see. Yep, that will be my turn.
Alright. Both of them have actions. They're both still kind of focused on you.
Mhm.
The only one that seemed to, focus Shamgar got smote. Oof, that is a 21.
Okay, that'll hit, and then I'll use 1 reaction to do half.
Uncanny.
Yep.
Alright.
Uncanny dodge.
1 damage. Alright. And the next one, he will try to bite you. And he misses wildly. He tries to bite, but biting metal men is not the best thing. He loses a couple of teeth because of his futile effort.
I look around to show Rule my muscles, but he's not there.
Shamgar, it is your go.
Don't take my sandwich.
Oh, you're
Sham.
muted.
Sham, you're muted.
All right.
Smack.
Yeah, there's two left. One of them has just been shot by Chris. Sandwich guy has just been shot by Chris.
Okay. I will go after the other one then.
Hmm.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Ooh.
So let me get another D8 here. Five, 6 plus 4 is 10 points of damage.
All right, that took the wind out of cells, but he's still up.
Okay.
You got this.
I think is Smearing Sight only on the target that you targeted it with, or can you transfer it?
No, it doesn't transfer.
Okay.
Once he dies or moves to put the fire out or something like that, it keeps on going. But if he dies, it's done. It's just he will keep smoldering into eternity.
Just like my afternoon heartburn. All right. Ark, it is your go. Both of these guys seem pretty beaten up at this point. One of them has your crossbow bolt sticking out of his chest. The other one has a few dents in him.
I'm going for Sandwich Boy.
Sandwich Boy.
I'm gonna roll for crossbow,
It's on his last legs, man.
and that's a 20.
Yeah.
I don't think Sandwich Boy was meant for this world.
A 1 plus my sneak attack, which is 15. So that's 16 points damage for that guy.
Would you like to describe how you obliterate poor Sandwich Boy?
Woo.
Can I
Finish him.
I shoot him. It's a 14 plus 7.
It definitely is.
Okay. And then it's just a 1d6. And it is a 5 plus 4, which would be 9.
That'll do it.
That'll
And
do,
so-
donkey. That'll do.
I'll
That's
bring
good.
Thank you.
right hand over to the left guy. Boom. Cross over. The other guy. Boom.
John Wick.
I walk over,
Archie.
pick up his sandwich, walk over to the guy that's smoldering at the fish stick, and I lay the bread on one side, the Gouda brown and
Toasty.
and I toast it, and then I flip it, and then I toast the other side, and then I I'm just devouring. This is the best sandwich that I have ever eaten in my life.
One piece of bread, just for continuity, because I know someone will catch me on this. It's
It is
still
the-
embedded into the table.
It is the best half sandwich I have ever eaten. And I look over at Sam Gordon, I'm like, what? That's how I eat it.
All right,
I don't even know his name. I don't care who his mom was. I just ate his sandwich.
good enough in the chat. For some people.
Well, while you're eating his lunch, I'm gonna go over to that the other body to see if see if they are still alive or not.
The bodies, just from a quick look around, they're definitely dead. But you do recognize one of them.
Okay.
You recognize his tattered robe and gnarled gray flesh, and it seems to be the beggar that you guys saw from before.
Okay. How many other bodies are here? Is it just his?
Three. And you do not recognize the other ones. They just seem to be. They do seem armed though. They have different weapons on them and stuff. They've been smaller stuff. There's a scabbard without a sword. Definitely places for weapons to be there, but they've been disarmed since then. But they definitely came here. They definitely don't seem. They seem out of place in the residents of this town.
All right, I go ahead and search their bodies to see if there's anything of any note or value.
Oh, roll me an investigation check.
I would like to look this room over and see if this is really just a breakfast nook or if this is something more than a breakfast nook. It's like a special breakfast nook with like a secret nook for this breakfast nook.
You want to
Well-
see? You want to search for the Scooby Doo secret nook? All right. Go right ahead.
Investigation or
Investigation. Yeah.
I rolled a 12.
12. All right. You find on one of their bodies. It seems that they've been taking all their gold and possessions. You do find all their scabbards and their clothes if you're really in for a dire need to change of clothes. You do find, however, on one of their bodies a little journal, and inside of it are some poorly written haikus.
Hmm.
One of
Interesting.
them is addressed. If you continue reading, there's one of them is addressed to my lover Rhea. You have a nice chest. You also have a nice butt. Your face is nice too.
A man
Well,
knows quality when he sees it.
Well, the one
Obviously,
below.
did not qualify for the Bard's College.
Priorities. Priorities, sir.
One of the ones
Alright.
titled "His Lunch."
All right. Can I roam back and?
Yes, you may.
All right.
Unless you, if you continue reading, let me know. I have at least
Are
several
there
written.
are there any other ways in and out of this room, or is it a dead end?
It's just a dead end. Seems as there's an alcove. Your investigation, Chris, comes up short, except for you do find some more sandwich meat that's unused.
How do you know what I rolled?
There's nothing else in the room. I'm the DM.
But
Ha!
if I roll in that 20,
If you roll that 20, there will still be
You have to
no
give me something to rule.
secret room in the room.
If you're rolling at 20, you'll find the other slice of bread.
If you roll on that 20, did you roll on that 20, Chris? Did I take that away from you?
no.
Did you roll on that 1?
No, I'm just messing. I rolled a 13, but it would have been an 18. But no, I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
Wait, but can I see the other piece of bread embedded into the table?
Yes, you do, definitely.
And I found some extra meat, like some extra sandwich meat. You said.
Yeah, you did. The unprepared sandwich meat.
So I'm just gonna sit down. I've got bodies just laying all around me. I'm just gonna fix me another sandwich, and I'm just gonna take a minute and rest and eat it.
All right,
And I will
rule.
not bite it to toast it for you.
You won't toast it for me?
No.
Okay.
All right, rule. There are no traps. You've concluded your thorough investigation. Even with that low roll of a 3, there are no traps.
Okay, so I am going to try to open it up.
All right. It just swings right open. Broad daylight kind of hits you. You have to blink a couple times to get used to it.
Alright.
It seems that you're on top of the hill.
Before I poke my head out,
Mhm.
I'm going to shove the hand up and kind of shake it.
Too bad it wasn't an eyeball.
Nope, nothing.
Like, nobody's saying anything or...
No one's saying anything.
Hello? Can somebody help an old lady?
There's no response.
No response, okay.
So you're
So you-
putting the right hand in, then you shake it all about?
Do the hokey pokey.
That's what it's all about. So,
All right.
I'm going to pick up and see where I'm at.
All right. You go up and you seem to be just coming out of just a hole in the ground.
Story of my life.
That is atop of the hill, and to the left of you, you see the degraded manor. It seems that you've found your way within its fenced-off gate. And down below, you can see the marvelous town of Pagaye.
So the gate is how close?
You're about a couple feet away from it, but you're on the inside of it.
I'm on the inside.
Yeah, you're on the inside of the gate.
I'm in the manor. The grounds.
The grounds, yeah.
Okay, so do I see, like, where the tree is? Do I see anything coming from the ground there? Is it dead, or is it full of life? Or
There
is
is
it like
grass.
little trees?
There's no little trees. There's a shrubbery.
Is the grass red, stained with blood?
Bring us a shrubbery.
Yep.
We are the knights
It's
of
just
the
grass.
knights say me. Just a couple shrubberies. There's a
Shrubbery.
half dilapidated bush that doesn't really get enough attention that it deserves.
No one. I don't see anybody.
Nope.
Okay. I'm going to head back down, close it. Since no one was there, no one knows we're there. Except for the girl who probably went to the guy and said we were there. Go back down and stealth back. I should be there at least.
So I have enough time for a short rest
10
by the time he
minutes.
gets back.
I will allow, with the one ration of sandwich that
That's
you
another
have
18
consumed.
for stealth.
Oh, you are stealthy. Not even the walls see you. With the sandwich that you've consumed, Mr. Metal Band, who doesn't need to eat, I will allow you a short rest. You
Okay.
too, Shamgar.
Okay.
So I'll be there.
Well, but
Unless y'all want to do a 30-minute.
yes, let's have, for another 30 minutes. We will have Rule. You walk around the curve. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Now I'll just head back and see that Sham is gone. I want to do a survival check to see if I know which direction he went into.
All right, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm not the smartest guy, so maybe they retreated. Oh, man. That is... Well, that's not bad. That's actually a 13.
All right. Yeah, they definitely did not backtrack.
So they went... Okay. So,
Yeah. You guys meet back up. I'm not having the you guys stumble around in the darkness trying to find each other in a tunnel that has 3 routes.
Right. But I'll always
Right.
choose the wrong one. Story of my life. Alright, well, I'll head to the one on the left.
All right, you meet back up with them in no time at all.
What? I look around. The carnage. The death. I start crying and laughing at the same time. Come on. What did I miss? It looks like y'all did a good job.
We decided. To
What happened?
We decided to have a fish fry while you were gone.
We saved you some fish and chip.
I smell a sandwich. Is there a sandwich? Well, what did we learn from these guys? Did y'all interrogate them?
Kind
Is there one left alive? Which one did y'all leave alive?
No.
Oh, just carnage.
Yes. You would have been proud to watch.
We
That's what these tears are for. Proud.
Can I
And sad.
assume that Shamgar showed me the haikus?
Yeah.
We can say that there was some serious like coffee shop poetry reading going on down here with these guys.
I hand one of the haikus to Rule. Say it appears to be a coded message. See if you can decipher it for us.
Would you like to read off a haiku, Rule?
Can I read it?
You may.
No, can I read it?
What's your intent?
You may. Yes. Yeah. It is
Oh,
written
it's
in
in
common.
common. Okay.
Yeah. No. This man is not
You
bright.
can decipher the secret message for us.
Do you just
Which
read the
one
first
is
one
it?
that you? All right. Potato slice eat. Very good potato slice. Yum 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 yum.
Guys, this is one of those meaning of life haikus. Yum yum. Yum yum. Potato yum.
Potatoes, ball them, mash them, put them in a stew.
Potatoes come from the
Okay.
ground. We come from the ground. We return to the ground after we came from the ground. Once we die, we go to the ground like potatoes. Potatoes feed off of our old remains.
They are also roots.
Their roots. And their roots are on fire. but they do need
Oh,
water.
and I was hoping it was some sort of secret strategy of the.
We set
I
the
got
roof
nothing,
on
guys. This
fire.
one's beyond my scope. This
I
one's
think
beyond
things-
my wheelhouse.
I didn't expect Corey to perform slam poetry in the middle of it. That was soul touching.
Ugh. Well, I'll tell you what I found since y'all found death. I found life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a door that leads up inside the manor grounds. So if we
Oh,
want to head
good.
up that way, we can. Do we want to give these guys a proper burial or just let them rot? Good call. I think so too.
What is a proper burial for these type? Burial at sea?
Well, we're in a cave. Do you want to cave it in? No? Okay, yeah, that's probably a bad idea.
I
We're
go
here, too.
over. I go over to the wall and I write in thieves' can't here lie 4 humans, 4 Croatoas, but the sandwich was saved. And
Hey, Archie. That's a haiku.
you're welcome.
Well, shall we go? It's morning
Yes,
now, so y'all
Are we gonna
feel
need-
good enough? Y'all feel rested?
Do we need to take a longer rest before going any further?
Nope, I'm good. Ugh.
How about you, Ark?
I'm good to go.
Okay.
Yep. I burp really loud, even though I don't know how that happens with a robot, but I burp.
I stealth. That's a 10.
First time I've heard you give off exhaust fumes there, Archimedes.
Sounds like a train whistle.
Shall we go?
Need to
Sounds
oil
like
up my lip.
sounds like a steam pot on the stove going off.
I need to
That
oil
was a horrible
my
steam
hips
pot.
or something. There's a squeak going on.
Oh dear, you're all arrested. Even worse, I don't have a heart.
All right, so we're head to the trap door.
You guys make it there easy, no problem.
I'd like to check
Before
the
we
trap.
get to it, exactly, I was about to say, I check for traps.
All right,
And we're safe.
you are safe. There is no traps.
I rolled a nat 20 though. Just
You find a seat. No.
you find this imaginary light switch. When you turn off, everything goes away.
Someone trapped it when I left. I knew it.
You notice the ladder has a brand on it, Fantasy Costco. I don't know if that's copyrighted. No.
All right.
All right. Well,
While they're doing their histrionics of looking for traps, I go ahead and head up and open the door.
All right. Yep. You find no problems. It opens easy enough. It's basically just a slice of wood. And you see the same scene I described to him. There's grass, a shrubbery, a kind of neglected bush. You are within the fenced-off gated area. You do notice the manor's kind of dilapidated. It's not seeing the same effects that Pagaia, which you can see clearly from this vantage point on top of the hill, is restored to its initial site, being a marvelous town of wealth.
Do I see any kind of life inside or outside the building? Any sign of life or activity?
All the windows are pretty much boarded up. It seems just to maybe keep it, warm during the winter, just that no one lives here. But you do hear, muffled speech. It seems that there's talking from the inside now.
Okay.
I'll head up with
Okay.
Yep.
All right. All of you are up.
I do a barrel roll to the left and hold
I
that
do
knife
one
up.
to the right. Stealth. That's a natural one. Jesus help me.
I take.
Oh, I love how excited you are. Stealth.
Stealth it. He's already up there, stretching. Clank, clank, squeak, squeak.
Stretching, wiping the blood off of Philemon.
You see us dive up out of the hole.
What is your flail's name again?
The fabulous flail of Philemon.
I love that. That's great. That's fantastic. I love you using the flail.
The morning star of Mishael.
Why can't you guys name your weapons? Look at this guy. He's so cool.
I have crossbow number 1, crossbow number 2, and crossbow number 3.
He's got ace and tray.
Crossbow number 2 is the one that I hide behind myself, and you don't know where it's coming from.
I don't know which way Macho Man is coming from. Would you like to?
I want to as stealthily as I can approach one of the windows so I can see if I can hear what's going on inside.
Go ahead and roll.
I need another die because I got to roll that at disadvantage because of my chainmail. Ooh, a whole massive 5. Clink, clink, clink.
Well, the
clink.
clink and clank has come back. Both of them hand in hand. You do mention the door, and Kyle mentions, it seems that the visitors have already arrived. Would you like anything for breakfast?
Who said
No,
that?
thank you. I'm fine.
Oh, this is the man. Oh gosh.
Should I go attend to the guests? Very well.
Bird says yes.
Is that all? Yes. In silence again.
Wow.
They know we are here.
Well, go to the front door.
I thought I was at one of the windows, but I guess I'm at the door.
You're at one of the windows. You just heard,
Mm-hmm.
If you like to go.
What do you think, Sham? You heard them. Do we need to stealth in?
I don't think stealth's gonna do anything per se. They know we are outside here. They knew we were coming.
We can't ding dong ditch.
We could.
I would not recommend it. No. They know we're coming. We may as well.
Sham was my queen with her, or him. That was whoever was talking was.
You do not recognize the voices.
Well, she's out here somewhere. We'll see.
She probably informed anyone who might be inside.
Yeah. She betrayed us. Or wait, she said she was coming. Never mind. Let's go to the front door.
May as well.
Might as well.
They know it's not like we're gonna be able to surprise them or anything.
Nope.
Is there like a porch with a swing, or is it just like a stoop with
big
a
wooden door? It's one of those ones that you kind of open. Yeah, it's like basically like 2 doors. I don't know if there's actually a technical term for this. It's a door. It has 2, and it kind of opens up like this. If you'd like to knock on it, you may, or you can use your feet to kick it down.
I will have my big weapon ready.
I'll get my thieves' tools out. Can I check and see if it's unlocked?
Oh yeah, it's unlocked.
Can I act like I'm unlocking it and then open it up and be like, "Look what I did, guys"?
You may. Roll me a sleight of hand.
Nat 20.
All right. You fumble around with it a little bit, and it definitely does look like you're unlocking the door.
Beads of sweat are like running down my face, and I look back at Rule. I'm like, red wire, blue wire. And I'm just turned back.
I flip a gold coin. Hold on. Check this out.
Oh,
I flip a gold coin.
props. Let's go.
Blue wire.
Oh, wait, wire. Can I go back to it? And then I'll just open it up.
The butler opens it up for you as well.
That's your.
I got it.
Can I help you? It is. Yes. I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Is the master of the house at home?
He is. It's a bit early for receiving guests, but he will allow each of you to accompany me if you wish.
Okay.
And he seems kind of a taller, solemn gentleman. He's wearing workman's clothes. Not really, fancy, but he's just still conducts himself in a manner.
He's so
If you would
fancy.
please follow me. And he kind of leads you down. There's nice kind of wooden railing up to the top floor. It's like two staircases that kind of go like this, kind of Princess Bride style, if you ever watched that movie. Not Princess Bride, what I'm talking about. The Princess Diaries with Julie Andrews.
I wouldn't admit it even if I had.
Oh, that's a good movie. There's another door that's already open that leads into kind of a reception hall, an audience chamber. And that's where there's multiple boarded up windows and stuff. And at the very end of this, you can see a small boy, roughly around the age of 11, wearing fancy clothing, mostly purple with a red trim going down its sides like this, and no shoes. And he's just kind of twiddling his thumbs, a little bit nervous as he sees each of you enter, and raises a hand. You may sit if you want.
How old are you, boy?
I am but 11.
11,000 years old or just 11?
Just 11. I cannot claim to be any older than I am.
Are you made of wood like this hand here?
No, I am completely.
You flesh
human.
and blood?
I may prove it if you wish.
No!
Very well, I will not prove it.
Jeez.
I see you've already came across. I've been told. Been acquainted with one of my servants, Aurora. She is that of a good woman. Estelle.
Yes, she'll be my queen once I release her from those roots that are draining her life from her.
If that is what you wish, then it will happen. I will take any requests that you have, as long as you attend to our needs. There is a list. Please tell me what you wish, and we can get this over with.
So you are the lord of this manor?
Yes, the common folk refer me to as the Duke. I am but just a humble lord of the town. My dear father has passed away, so the responsibility falls onto mine. So
You
I
have
take
no-
respect.
You have no other family.
No, I am all that is left.
I love your movies, the Duke.
Thank you.
So where did this tree come from?
I'd like to be open with anyone who has found out the secrets of my place, so I will divulge what I can. I am partially responsible. There's a great library upstairs, and I like to read. And I found that on the Adventures of Voldo, he describes the Kuatoa, that if they believe hard enough, that they can grant sentience to an object of great power. So in my youth, I decided to capture a couple of these with using the town guards and bring them here, and I tricked them into believing that tree, which is an ordinary tree. It's not very often you find a tree growing underground, that it was truly something else, and thus they believed it, and thus all this started. And I can grant requests and transfer them to the tree if you wish. It's up to you. If you do not wish, you may leave.
And if we make one of these wishes, we are doomed to be a part of the tree?
Yes, it is required that you were gifted, but you were gifted a new body.
And can that body ever leave this hamlet?
That I am uncertain. I'm no expert, but I do see them, and they do live happy lives. I can tell you that much. The tree provides whatever you wish for, and whatever they have wished for, they got.
So how long has this been going on?
I don't quite remember. It's been almost a year, I would say.
A year
This
at
town
dog
was-
years.
Just a year. This town used to be.
Because there's a little girl that hasn't aged a day, and then you have the dad who has,
You mean
the innkeeper and his daughter.
Arif? Oh, that is none of my business. He takes joy in what he has, and that I will not comment on what is his business, and for you to sort out with him.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's full of it?
You may, yeah.
I would like to do the same.
Let's see what my insight is.
Yeah, also.
You may. Everyone hears him.
Ugh, +0. Yeah.
Yeah. 11.
That's an 8.
All right. 8, 11,
I have a 17.
17. All right. He seems to be completely open with you. He just seems a little bit, a little bit touchy on subjects that go away from the tree or himself. Once you started talking about any other person, Arif, for instance, he got a little bit, nervous that it wasn't his place to say anything.
Sham looks like he's a straight shooter.
What do you get in return for setting all of this up?
This place did not see any wealth coming through. My family has owned this piece of land for many generations, and we have seen nothing for it. I now see the town that my father and his father before him have strived and died to create flourish. That is enough for me.
But at what cost?
Not seen beyond the illusion? Have you not seen the town that's on fire with...
I do, and I gaze upon it each night, and it is worth anything that I've lost. And I can tell you this, not much, nothing compared to what we have gained.
What have you lost?
Couple friends, nothing, special. No one comes to see me anymore. You see, the only travelers like you. I enjoy your company, and that's why I try to be open with you, because I try to make as many friends that I can.
And meanwhile, aquatic friends kill people as they come by, as we saw.
My friends all enjoy the new lives that they have for them. The Kuatoa only attack whoever tries to stop, because they believe that tree is certainly revered to them. And I am to blame for that. Their deaths are on me. I tricked them.
So Archie, we may have to do what you wanted to do in the first place.
So, if we were to leave this place, would we have a herd of them coming after us?
If you left this place, I believe that you would be perfectly safe. I have had people deny because they did see what you have seen and did have the same issues that you have had. And when they left, and I never saw them again. I cannot attest for their safety, but I did not see their bodies or did not see any Kuatoa sneaking out at night. They all seem reclusive to the underground caverns.
So we don't bother them, they won't bother us.
It seems that way, yes.
I mean, this guy. I like what this guy's telling, guys. I mean, But there's just something eating at my gut saying this is wrong.
Or do we find the truth in our own world that we have once we accept, or do we just find what we want?
I have not experienced this, so I cannot answer. You may go and ask anyone in the town. They'll tell them that the Duke has sent you, and they will try to be their best forthcoming with their information. Keep in mind that they have a list of things not to do, and they cannot breach that contract, but they will be forthcoming as long as they cannot breach that contract.
Who gave them this list?
I did. It was mostly for their own protection from people, and I do not take offense in this, but people like you that would attack them. We have lost a couple good people to outsiders that did not like what was happening here, and they lost their lives needlessly. That is why the list is there, so that they do not endanger themselves. Please understand.
If they die in the town, they die for real. They're not just still sitting in the tree.
They do not wake back up. No,
been slowly consumed.
They're stuck in the Matrix.
They're just asleep. We have tried to wake them up, but nothing has come of it.
So
if you die in the Matrix,
you die in the Matrix.
So are you one of the walking illusions as well?
No, I am completely real, and I can prove it if you wish. But I am not. I have not given myself up to the tree yet.
I look at his arms. Does he have scars on his arms?
If it is such a
he has rolled down his sleeves, and he has some scars on his arm where he has proven to people before you.
If this is such a great thing, then why are you not a part of it as well?
It is my duty as a lord to make sure that everyone that comes to this town that makes it a better place has a chance to do so. If I succumb to what I truly desire, then I will not be here anymore to relegate this
You
place.
can't lead if you get what you desire.
And such is the duty
I understand.
of a leader.
Yes, us kings must take all that burden. Our own desires are put on the fires that are burning this town. I know. I was also, what can you make of this haiku that I found? About potatoes.
Potato yum yum.
Potato yum yum.
Yes.
We grow potatoes here, but they're second class to what I usually eat, but I just don't prefer potatoes, honest.
This isn't Idaho potatoes. This is
Nebraska potatoes.
one state over has the better potatoes.
Yeah.
One town over. All right. Well, I think
Really
this
want
haiku was
great
just
ones
a
go to
piece of
Ireland.
trash. Well,
You don't have to make this decision right away. You can think it over as much as you like.
yeah. Can we? We kind of had a long night. You know, as
I
you can
was-
see by
I
my
was informed.
friends here, they're, pretty, pretty bloodied up. They had the self-defense, of course.
Of course.
And but do you have a room or something that maybe we could, maybe we could kind of rest in, maybe tonight, have dinner? And
Unfortunately, the manor is for my staff and those friends of the family, but
and what about like royalty?
Arif has rooms. I'm sorry, you cannot stay here. From
Where
ruler
is-
to ruler.
What was the name of the girl?
Which one?
The one that have her arm?
Arif.
Arif.
I'm sorry, not Arif. Aurora.
Aurora. Aurora or Aurora?
Aurora. Aurora.
That's how she makes me feel inside. Aurora. Where can I find her? I have something of hers that I'd like to give back.
She's already in the process of growing a new one if she wants to keep it. But she is near. If you want to speak with her, she will contact you.
Yeah. If she's
I'll
near,
give you a fake number.
let her know where I'm staying.
I'm sure she already knows.
Tell her we'll have some dinner tonight. A nice, romantic evening watching your town burn. With potatoes secondhand.
Yum yum. If
What?
It
That is
sounds.
we were to go back to the inn, would there be any trouble for us? I mean, we basically snuck out, went down a well, found a tree that's supposedly a god, killed some frog people, fish people.
We don't have to say that.
The fish people, from my understanding, are born evil. I do assume that they are just evil, wicked creatures, but using them to the best advantage is something that we can do.
Speaking of evil,
I will forgive any deaths on their part. I'm sure that they attacked you first. You will be fine inside the town as long as you don't cause any obvious trouble. If you attack one of my citizens, then I would have to send guards to stop you. But
insight check.
I hope that it is
Are
not.
we safe?
Yes, you are safe within the town.
Insight check.
Inside check? Oh yeah, good.
That's an 18.
He truly does believe that you will be safe inside the town.
26.
Inside the town, but not in the manor.
Inside the town.
This guy turns into a werewolf.
I won't bother with an insight check.
I'll let him know. I believe you. I believe you.
But with both of like how high you've been rolling, Ark, he's been completely open with both insight checks. He
So he
believes what-
truly believes what he's saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would it be too much to ask to take a peek at this library that you had, so that I can have some reading for tonight? Have
You
any,
may take whatever you want. If I have a couple suggestions, the tales of I'm sorry, I get a little bit too excited, but you may be welcome to the library. It's just up the stairs.
No, please. What would be your suggestion?
There's one about a magic treehouse, and it's wonderful. There's multiple volumes on it. It's
Gosh.
completely fantasy, but it's one of my favorites as a kid. And
How
feel free to
old
take
are-
as many as you want.
How old are you, son?
I am but 11. I told you.
11. Oh, it's a big burden. Where are your parents at?
Where are your parents at, kid? You'll put your eye out with that.
Are
I
your
wanna
parents
do-
in the tree?
I want to
Oh,
do
yeah.
divine sense on this kid. I
Yeah,
want to see if,
thank you,
if I can
Sam.
take
Yep.
good out of him.
Thank you, Sam.
You do not detect it. What was it? Celestials, devils.
It's actually detect good and evil until the end of your
Okay.
next turn. You can see anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of a celestial fiend, undead within 60 feet. That's not behind total cover.
He is perfectly human, but his butler is not.
He's got a stink on him, doesn't he?
The butler's got a little bit of undead.
Okay.
You rang.
I resist the urge to go. I resist the urge to go after him for now.
You need me, master. This guy's perfectly normal.
The butler. What race does he appear to be?
Perfectly human.
Perfectly human as well. Okay.
Perfectly human.
Perfectly
A little too perfectly human.
Little fallacy there for you guys.
human. 11.
As we all know.
11-year-old kid telling us what's up. And I'm okay. I'm still just gonna ask him.
Yeah. Good.
What was his name? Baron
People refer to me as the Duke, but if you
Duke.
would
That's
really
right.
like to wish to know my name, I can check my phone real quick and I can tell you.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. The Duke.
Duke Silver.
Duke.
Please tell me he plays the
Oh my gosh.
As long as his name's
So,
not Earl, right?
Yeah,
Duke.
Duke of Earl. That's good.
Oh my goodness.
Duke, I humbly
And
ask you from one ruler to another. What happened to your parents?
My mother died when I was born, and I am unaware where my father has went.
How did you inherit all this then?
I was left a letter in one of the books that I read. It contained.
Have you always lived here, or did you live someplace else?
Yes, this is my home. My family have lived here for generations.
Do you have any?
Treehouse book had the letter in it.
The treehouse book, the magical treehouse book.
Actually, it was one about the warriors. It was about the cats. That I was really into the series at the time.
Ooh, I want to read that one. I'm a warrior myself.
It's pretty good. It's about cats, and they fight with each other. They're different clans.
Like life.
Yes, like that.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind taking a look in the library as well.
Please help
If I
yourself.
may.
It's not what I wish. I just want to do it.
Yes.
No wishing here, Duke. Okay.
I will not. But I will not twist any fingers or use any words. If you truly desire what you truly desires, then let me know.
Well, we're just gonna plan ourselves in the library for a bit.
Yeah. My butler will show you upstairs. If
Pun intended, of course.
you wish. He gestures to his butler. There's a couple other servants around. That one of them finally, brings him a glass of water and some food.
Did a sandwich.
Sandwich.
I eat because I'm starving.
Okay, yeah.
I don't
you're
wish
also-
to eat. I just want to eat.
You are offered some food as well. Each of you are.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the butler to taste it first, though. 'Cause... Actually, can I do a check on it to see if? Can I do a check on it to see if it's poisoned or anything? Like, what I roll for a nature check or a survival check or?
Is it a Keebler fudge cookie?
Or it is not a Keebler fudge cookie. No. That's a good one.
I don't trust anything, even though they're telling the truth. I trust no one except for my team.
I've succeeded. No. Are you proficient in poisoner's kits or something like that? Something to that effect.
I have.
To the tools.
I'm a proficient in a dice set and vehicles.
I will say that you're not proficient enough to to know if this is poison.
Well, I'm gonna roll the dice to see if this food's poisoned or not. That is a 19.
Insight check. I don't think they would hand you poison food after all this.
Okay.
Or maybe they would.
While
Maybe they
all
wouldn't.
this is going on, I want to grab the first volume of this Magic Treehouse book series.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Start reading there.
In the library, I just do a once over and see if there's any good book for reading library books.
Good
Are
call.
you just looking? I'm sorry. What are you looking for?
The oldest book?
Like just like the most ancient looking book or something like that?
No, I want to see if there is like a book that when you move it,
Ah, he's looking for a secret door.
He's looking for a secret door. Okay, you can roll an investigation check.
Yeah, you can.
And Shamgar, the first issue in the Magic Treehouse book is Dinosaurs Before Dark.
What edition? Is it
Is
first edition or is it like
mint first edition?
paperback or
Hardcover.
hardback?
By Mary Pope Osborne. Really good
author
series.
has signed the book.
I start skimming through it to see if I can
There you
find
go.
anything in this book that relates to this tree and this illusionary nonsense we've been running into.
I will say no that you do not find this, but you do find some interesting characters inside of the Magic Treehouse.
Interesting, yeah.
Just DM to player.
Okay.
This
Oh,
is
okay.
complete. This is complete. Improv. Magic Treehouse is one of my favorite book series as a kid.
Okay. Gotcha.
New York Times bestseller.
Mhm.
But it's a great series. Good reading, but nothing relating to this.
Okay.
Rolled a nat 20 on mine, but
Hey, oh.
All
I'm
right.
not lying this time.
So
You
what is
better
it,
make
20
something
what?
up.
So what is it? 20 what?
To 25.
Wow.
All right. No secret rooms, but you do find the letters he had mentioned before.
Okay. Are they
Nice.
written in common?
They're
Or
not.
Written in celestial?
They are not.
Oh, 'cause
Latin.
dang Sham could.
They are not.
Are they written in Elvish or Infernal?
They are not, but they're written in Sylvan.
Are they written in giant?
Nope.
Oh.
Are they stick figures?
Sylvan would be close, but no cigar.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a...
I did allow a roll earlier with Sylvan and
That's
Elvish
right, you
if you
did,
want to
yeah.
try to decipher some of this.
I
it's
would
like-
give it a try here.
So it's like a French and Spanish, where they're kind
What
of
do
the
I want to
same.
roll under here?
Just your
straight.
intelligence modifier.
Okay.
Is there a Sylvan to Common translation book?
Oh, there's got to be something in there.
3.
A Rosetta
Three.
Stone.
Nothing. You
Beautiful handwriting.
you see you find their names. That's about it.
Are they all in Sylvan?
Yep.
All the books are written in Sylvan?
Yep.
No, the letters.
No, the letters, not the
Oh,
books.
oh. Well, I kind of wanted, while they were doing that, I kind of want to stay outside of the library, like right outside the doors, like maybe leaning on the banister or something, because I kind of want to hear what's going on behind me.
Like where the Duke and his servants
Yeah,
are.
like if there's anybody talking, if there's anybody watching us, if there's anybody... Is the Duke really in charge, or is he a puppet of somebody else?
What seems odd is that it's just perfectly quiet.
Like, not
can hear
even
him.
footsteps.
You can hear, like, ever so softly the scrape of a fork as he eats his food.
Does he smack? Of course he does. He's 11.
He probably blows bubbles in his chocolate.
No one has taught this boy manners. In his manner.
Rule Shamgar.
What was the name of the book that he said that he read that inspired him about the
cats.
The fish?
Oh, the
warrior
warriors.
cats.
No. He never said the name of the book that learned about the book. If you go back and question him, he will tell you that it was just
I'll just yell out.
a nonfiction novel written by an author named Volo.
I'll
Okay,
just
I wanna
yell
see-
out.
I'll see if I want to see if I can find that book.
Volo.
With Chris's investigation check, he can actually tell you exactly where it's at. It's
Row 3. It's the third one on the right. It's brown paper bound.
Well, according to
like
the
gold
Dewey
letters.
Decimal System that I just memorized.
This one right
it's like
here.
A little fancy ladder to get to it, yeah, and you pull down Volo's guide to monsters.
That's funny. That guy
So
knew
if I
everything, man.
look through here, I probably won't find anything more than what he's told us then.
Yeah, it's just documented, from Volo and his partner, his elvish partner, whose name escapes me, their perspective on different monsters. Kuatoa being one of them.
I'm gonna head down to the kitchen while they
Okay.
do their thing.
Shamgar, I'm thinking about doing one of those things where I say, "Oh, can I use your bathroom?" and then I disappear and hide in the house
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
and wait.
All right.
Do you think that's a good idea? I already have my mind set up, but I'm just asking
It's
you.
an idea. How well we can pull this off, I do not know.
Mm,
But you can most certainly try.
Are you guys going to? Was the plan to go back to the in?
I
Or
don't think there's a choice.
We don't really have much choice in the matter. They're not going to let us stay here, and we don't want to roam the streets from what we saw last night.
He didn't say when we have to go back.
So our best option is to go back to the inn.
I want to talk to him a little bit more, though, see if I can squeeze a little information out of him.
Alright, do you see the two of you accompany him, or?
yeah, can I go talk to the butler?
You may.
I will go with Rule. That way we can cover the fact, maybe be able to cover the fact that he's disappeared, that our friend went off, left on his own.
Okay. The both of you enter the room with the audience chamber again. He has finished his food by now and kind of does a slight wave.
Hey
Yes.
there, Duke. No need to get up. I kind of sit down at the table. Is there a chair I can sit down with him?
Yeah, there's a couple
Okay.
chairs.
I'll ask one of the sir. Can I get me and my friend here a drink? And Duke, whatever you want to have.
I'm fine. I've already had.
All right.
I have not even finished my own drink yet. They can find you some water, but that's really all we have here.
Water sounds great.
The water is great. Yes.
Double.
To please fetch us a pitcher of water. Thank you.
Pitcher one must be a good day. All right. Duke, I got a few questions for you, if you don't mind. This tree that you said that the Kuratoa just believed so hard that it's doing what it does now.
I really am no expert. I realize my own failings. I am but 11. That's what I observed. This is what I read about, and I tried it, and now we are here.
Do you remember? Is that book here, or is this something you read someplace else?
It is here. It's written by a man named Volo. He describes their abilities. And,
Okay, so this Volo knows a lot about monsters.
yes, he's an adventurer of sorts. I admit I'm quite an avid fan.
Right. What contingency plan do you have if these Kuratoa turn against you?
I have my servants and my guards. And if that day comes, I will have to put them to the sword.
You know there's like 20, 30 of them, right? Now? Well,
I am aware.
How many gods do you have?
I have 5.
you have 5, yeah, 5, yeah. I tell you what, I kind of look over to Sham and do you really want this thing here?
I believe, and nothing has gone wrong, I believe that this is the best option for the guy. And that is my decision to make alone.
Is anybody forcing you to do this?
No, this is of my own decision.
Insight check.
Go ahead, yeah.
I just go over to the butler and have that letter that's written in Sylvan and ask him if he can read it. Hey, you know what this says?
Is that a natural 20?
That's a natural 20.
Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, he's being influenced by something.
He
I had a
is.
4,
Okay.
so I don't pick anything up.
He kind of started. He's not really 100%, saying that it's
Right.
been just him.
Okay.
You can kind of sense that there's something else going on.
There's something else going on. Okay. I won't let on that I know that he's lying. Well, Duke, I just want you to know that if there is someone or something kind of guiding you to say this thing is okay, you got friends here too. you know. So
I appreciate the offer. You are truly a noble gentleman, but
thank you.
the decision has already been made. I will admit there has been people that pushed me toward this after the first day or two of the changes, but after seeing what has become of it, it is a good thing.
I see.
I'm convinced.
Good. Anybody who has been plugged into your tree, have they ever came out of it? Have they ever decided when they were plants?
There has been one person that came out of it, yes.
And what did
But
they tell you?
he was delusional.
Was.
He believed that nothing good had come from it, but the odd thing about it is that his other body was still here, and that drove him a bit insane. The man was not right in the head before going in there, I warn you. But
So you're
So
telling
when
me
he-
that
So when he left the tree, his duplicate did not disappear, did not go away. It stuck around.
no, it was a completely separate entity from what I observed. I
This
have
is-
notes upon it.
This is just like an old book I read. Where these pods would grow people inside of them.
Those and body snatchers. Is that what you're trying to reference right now? I will admit, when writing this, I was like, this is
we
totally
got Matrix, we got Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I mean,
great movie if you guys
Great
have never
movies,
watched it.
yeah.
Yes. Fantastic.
I'm gonna go inside the dream. I'm gonna go within a dream within a dream.
and what if their body dies? Oh, Inception now.
I'm gonna make a wish.
I want my
that-
plant body to be put into the tree, therefore he duplicates.
I'm gonna wish that I can wish that my wish is a wish for my plant guy to go.
I guess you could say that's wishful thinking.
Oh, there we go.
Fun count.
Wow.
What's fun count
That is
now?
very wishful thinking. All right, so sorry, back to the topic now. I'm all punned out. Sham, you got any questions for him?
Not at this time. I've
Yeah.
heard everything I need to know.
Is that guy that left the tree? Is he here in town still?
He roams about the place, yes, but he is.
He's Mad Hatter. He is
he is completely
crazier
unreasonable.
than a fox in a hen house.
He was completely unreasonable before he went into his dream, and he is still completely unreasonable now he has left it.
I see. But can you tell me where he lives or something? Or is he
He
homeless?
does not live anywhere. He usually is found out on the streets begging.
What does he look like?
It's been a while since I've seen the man, but he has grayish skin. Seems to be of an elf of descent, but I truly cannot be certain.
Is this the beggar that we...
Does definitely sounds like it, yeah.
So they killed him. Right, because he was dead, right? In the street.
Yeah, you found him dead.
Yeah, we found him dead, and he was that's who we found.
He was
in
also one of the bodies.
the one on the body.
Also one of the bodies that was with the break.
No. Well,
We did find his body up above
right.
Yep.
the wooden rat too.
That's right. Well, Duke, I got some bad news. That crazy guy is no longer with us. He was found murdered in the streets.
I'm
And
sorry to hear that.
yeah, us too. Us too.
Do you know which one?
bloody or was he muddy?
That sounds
Y'all remember?
racist.
The muddy one would have been the one we saw up above because it was a regular body that we found in the.
It was a regular body? Okay.
If you remember, it had the mark around his neck where it had been strangled.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so it was his human form or his flesh form.
That is unfortunate to hear. I am sorry.
Yes, us too. Just convenient, you know.
It is concerning, yes. I will have my people look into this matter. It is not, regardless of what a man he was, having one of my citizens murdered out of the street is not a good thing. I'm glad that you have brought this to light.
Right. Sounds like someone's trying to keep him quiet. I mean, yeah, but you're cool. You're not being influenced by anybody or anything, so. Sham, I guess, you good to go? I would like to do a perception check to see if anybody's watching us. And where my water is.
The servants in the room are watching you.
The servants are in the room? Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple servants in the room.
And which one's watching him?
No one. All eyes are on you right now. Which means, Ark, your offer is declined respectfully, and he asks you to put it back where you found it.
Okay. So, I want to.
You don't even need toilet paper.
I want
to account too.
I will go back into the library
Mhm.
and
He kind of follows you up there.
okay, and I want to take that I want to take that book that it was in out and open up to a page, and I want to try to put just another piece of paper or a leftover piece of sandwich, a piece of soggy bread. I want to put something in the book besides the...
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 14.
You unfortunately are caught with a 15.
Okay. So does...
See, please just put it back. It's not good for others to handle the articles of this household. Please understand, this is not something that I want to be turned up missing.
Okay. I'll put it back and I'll say, man, I know that you're going to think this is completely crazy, but I found a sandwich on the floor next to a dead fish man and I ate it. And I have the hot snake and the bubble gut right now. Can I use your bathroom?
I'm not going to imagine that I understand what a metal man needs to do. There is an outhouse past the gate on the other side of the hill. You may use it.
You don't have indoor plumbing?
Sir, this household has been here for generations, and my household has been very poor. I've only stayed with them because I elected to. You may use the outhouse, or you may find yourself a nice shrubbery. I do not mind as long as the articles of the household stay here.
Okay. Can I go and find like a potted plant somewhere in the hallway?
No, you may not.
I'm not asking him. I'm just saying, can I?
Oh,
to the DM.
This is not a place for potted plants, unfortunately.
You've got
It
a
seems-
stinking tree living under the ground, and you don't have a potted plant in
It's
this
not
mansion.
very well decorated. It's ran by an 11-year-old.
Okay. I'm just going to stare straight into this dude's eyes and do whatever a Warforged does with the material that he eats. Whatever happens to it, wherever it comes out, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna stare at him.
He's unfazed. A little bit disgusted, but unfazed for the most part.
And then I say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I think I got a little bit of sandwich on the floor."
It's like not even digested. It's just like clumped up.
It's just a
Just
sandwich.
smushed up sandwich.
The bread falls out first, and then the pieces of meat is like, and it feels.
And there's the Kellogg's cookie.
The Cuisinart version of the sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah.
It rebuilds itself on the floor.
At this point, it's abstract.
That's so funny.
The real
I
sandwich.
snag it up and.
Okay, so,
So you've been caught? Is that what happened? You've been caught trying to
Yeah,
sneak? Oh man. Okay.
so he's not gonna let me.
Right.
He's not gonna leave me alone here, right?
No, he's not going to leave you. He definitely, at this point, is not going to leave you alone. In the
Well,
house.
I realize that. I
It's like,
bend
at this
down.
point, no.
and I pick up the sandwich and I eat it again, and then I walk
Truly
out.
one of the most disgusting things I have ever seen. All right, and he puts the documents back, on the spot.
And then
I
I will. I'll go join the other two, and just I'm gonna wait, and whenever we walk outside, I'm gonna go to the outhouse.
Okay.
Good.
You two are done with your questioning, right?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
we were heading out towards the end.
Yeah.
All right. You do happen across Ark before you all leave. Ark, did you really want to use the outhouse?
I take a minute and is everybody within earshot, or are we where we can be private? Can I do some sort of check to see if I can safely, or
Well, if everyone can easily see Aurora standing at the gate.
Oh, ha!
great.
The gate out of the manor, or the gate to the city gates.
The gate leading out of the manor, yeah. Just like easily, 15 feet away from you.
Rule's head turns into the wolf from the cartoons and he goes.
What's the saying? Frank Sinatra does doobie doobie doo, and then there's Socrates.
I'll be like,
do.
excuse me,
Then
guys.
there's-
To do.
And then there's Scooby Doo, Scooby Dooby Doo.
Excuse me, guys. Destiny awaits.
Did you notice? I don't know if you noticed. The butler is undead.
Huh?
His sense of humor was dead. I know that.
As is the rest of his body.
And he was thinking I was gross because I pooped out a whole sandwich.
Stop that.
Well,
Stop it.
Something strange is going on inside that house. Because I've not picked up undead on anyone else
except for the butler.
in the town.
Well, let me, Sham, I don't know if you noticed, but he was lying whenever he said this is all his doing. Something or someone is pulling his strings to make him do this.
And somehow, if that is true, I would not be surprised if the butler is there as the enforcer.
Did he have a candlestick, a rope on him?
I did not see one.
Then the butler didn't do it.
And there was no revolver in the hall.
I hate that.
Thank you, Sam.
Nor a wrench in the conservatory.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you.
I hate that.
Shamgar, do you speak? Are you fluent with Celestial?
Yes, I am.
So I would probably know that, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
That's one of the conversations that we had, whenever I was eating the sandwich and you were, but I will say to you and Celestial that we have seen Sylvan before, and if we could get that letter down to the inn, obviously the innkeeper can read it because he was reading those messages, the rules in Sylvan.
Hmm.
I think we need to try to figure out what that letter says,
Yes.
but we have to get the letter. So I was thinking I go pretend to poop in the outhouse. I'll do it up real good. I'll make noises and everything, and then when the coast is clear, I'll try to sneak back in the house and grab the letter. But I don't want to split the party.
I would be careful because it is very difficult to stealth the undead.
Maybe we can
Well.
do a distraction.
Aurora kind of walks up to the group. Finally met the Duke, have we?
Oh yeah.
Yes, we have.
I hope you do not mind if I overheard. Are we trying to find out what that letter says? The butler doesn't leave his eyes off it.
You speak in Celestial. I say, "You dirty dog."
She doesn't understand you.
Oh, then how does she know?
Oh, were you speaking in Celestial?
I was speaking.
Yeah,
to
he
him
and
in
I were
Celestial.
Oh, my bad. Oh, that's my bad. That's a bad DM. Bad DM. DM
That's
mistakes
okay.
number one. My bad. I missed that.
Yeah, so we were.
Does
we were
Rule
going,
also speak Celestial?
I don't
he
think so.
speaks giant.
Okay. He speaks giant.
Yeah.
He speaks big, in other words.
Yeah, so we were going like.
You were holy hymnal singing at each other.
Instead of thieves camp, we were talking in celestial chant.
Yeah.
Quoting Garth Brooks at each other.
And I'm just staring at him. Here they go again.
Well, she will approach it. Finally met the Duke, have we?
Yes.
We have quite the little Lord Fauntleroy.
I still look at her and say, "You dirty dog," in Celestial.
No, she doesn't understand you. So, what did you think of him?
Aurora.
That is
Roo,
indeed my name.
Riri,
We do notice that she has her hand back.
Aurora. Is it like a little bitty, like Barbie hand that's growing out of a stump?
No,
or
it's
is it
it's a full hand at this point.
Like a little.
You missed the Deadpool transformation from
Oh,
baby
there
to
you go.
real
Yeah.
hand.
Well, I don't know about these guys, but I mean, I kind of like what he's selling, Aurora. I mean, it's, I kind of look at Sham and Archie and kind of give him a wink, and
Well-
I don't see much of a problem with it, except for, well, now you're having guys getting murdered because they left the tree, and this whole town's burning, and I'm just wondering, whose wish was that? Aurora.
I'm really not for sure. I was a traveler here, so I have not been here the whole entire time.
Well, Aurora.
But it is a very popular choice to become one of the tree,
Yeah, we saw about 60 people are in there now, so.
Mm-hmm.
And they can go off anywhere. They don't have to stay in the town. They can go
Yep. They can do
anywhere
anything
throughout
they
the
want
world.
to. And the tree will provide whatever their dream is.
Wow.
and I'll ask her what I would ask the Duke earlier. Does it give you what you want, or does it tell you the truth? Like, I
Oh,
wanted
did you want to ask the Duke that?
I did, and he said he would. I could ask any of the townspeople, and that they.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
I
So
want
you're
to
gonna ask her.
Like, if I wanted to find out a truth, and I were to use my magic wish to do that,
Mhm.
would it grant me what I want to hear, or would it tell me would it tell me the truth?
That's an interesting question. I'll tell you when I find out.
What did you wish for, Rory?
Well, I've already told you fame, so I can't go with that anymore. Let's say riches. I went with riches.
Insight
Truly,
check.
by the clothing that I'm wearing is a testament enough that I'm rich.
Insight check.
Okay.
That's a 7.
That is a
Hang on.
8. I can take off my webcam if you want.
No, I wonder if I have any pluses to mine. Hold on. Insight is no +0.
She's
I have
just a little bit deceptive. That is a natural 8, though. I'm
So
sorry.
I
go
think
ahead,
she's
Chris.
telling the truth.
No, it's okay. I rolled, but it's not important.
Mm. Though it is from her sarcastic tone that you are led to believe in normal conversation that she's just kind of messing with you. She's not actually telling what she would wish for. Because she already told you fame once, and then that was shot down easily by Shamgar, telling that it's not real fame. And she's going with riches now.
So
Was your
May I
wish?
ask you a question, madame?
I am an open.
Has anyone's duplicate, doppelganger, whatever you want to call it, have they ever left the town? Have they ever left this area, this township, and gone to other places, or do they all stay around here?
For the most part, people are completely content with what they're provided with here. Well, then again, most people just want riches or love, basic stuff. I have been around. I have been to the closest town near us and did not find what I wanted there, so I came back.
But there were no ill effects when you.
No, I was able to leave and go as far as I want. Thankfully.
Interesting. And I mumble under my breath, and your fame obviously followed you as well.
Oh snap!
Oh, oddly enough, no one knew me there. That must not have been my dream. Can I confess something with you?
Oh, please do.
I
Feel
feel no
free.
attachment to the body in the tree.
You
It's
feel
like
an
it's
attachment?
Totally separate entity. I don't know if it was truly me or whether I am sleeping and she's what I think I am, but
Do you have her memories?
I do remember who she used to be, but I do not associate with that.
Something in what you just said. You said that obviously fame must not have been your dream. Don't you have to state what that dream is before you make this agreement? Isn't that part and parcel of what it is? You tell it what your dream is, and it grants it to you.
You tell the Duke what it is, and he is responsible for transferring that to the tree. Whether or not he really did get my dream on par is up to him and I guess human error. But here I am, and I still haven't fully found out what that is yet.
I want to insight that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, yeah.
Was your wish to meet a barbarian king
I kind of.
10.
with
Certainly
big
not.
big manly
I
muscles?
start kind of flexing a little bit and kind of getting
That's
sweaty.
in.
A 10.
Your dream is fulfilled.
With your understanding, she might as well be telling the truth. She might as well not be. You're not really sure.
Can't pick
at this
anything
point.
up, but something still seems fishy to me. Okay.
Yeah, so if by your own character's intuition, something seems fishy, something seems fishy, but you can't really pick up whether it's leaning either way.
Rolled
Okay.
a 16 for an insight.
Insight?
Or any same thing?
Yeah, she seems confident in her words.
So, are you okay with not having a wish that you thought you told them you wanted?
Well, do you believe that dreams change throughout the course of your life?
Yeah, like the one
I
where you're
don't.
naked in front of everybody, and then the one
It's
where
possible, but if it's
I-
not the part of the contract.
I are a robot. I don't dream. Do I?
That's disappointing. The sad existence you live.
Hmm.
I believe that my dream has changed, and I believe that you know a little bit about it. What's in that library? You went up there, yes?
children's books.
Oh, listen, I know everything in that library. Like, I know where everything is. Ask me a title of a book. I'll tell you what shelf, what row, what color it is. Like, you want it alphabetical, reverse alphabetical?
Did you find anything interesting?
Yes.
Something that the butler did not want you to see?
No.
Hey,
He
Aurora,
found it.
Yeah.
I got a quick question for you. Whenever they plugged your body into the tree of dreams, of dream catcher, I like to call it.
Oh, dream
We
weaver.
dream weaver.
Oh,
Yep.
for the night.
Who else was with the Duke? Whenever he was doing his thing, supposedly.
The same servants that you see now, and that dreaded butler.
The butler.
Why don't you like the butler?
Won't
Do you
allow
like
me
An
to
egg?
find out more about the Duke. All I want to know is more about his lineage and what he's purposely doing here, and
I tried
always there
the
to stop
same
me.
thing, Aurora. Now, is this your body trying to do that, or your original body trying to do that?
I'm doing what I wish of my own accord.
Right.
At least that's how I feel.
So why don't you go wake up your other body so she has a chance in life too? Not just you.
If I unplug my body, I might die, and I don't know.
That's not true. That crazy beggar, he unplugged his body, and they
Don't you want
both
to be like him?
they said he was crazy when he went in. So I mean, looks like you're good to go. Go. Why don't you go? Let's go together.
Sure, tonight. We'll sneak down there and piss off all the Kuatoa and
Well,
separate
I mean,
my body from the tree and see what happens.
Okay.
Does that sound like a great plan?
Hold on. I mean, it does. Coming from where I came from, that sounds like a great night. But but I have to ask, how did the crazy beggar get his body free?
That already transpired before I came here. I am still relatively new.
Well, aren't you curious, Aurora?
I am. Just not in that specific piece of information.
I kind of stepped a little closer to her because I'm 7 foot something. I look down at her. If you want freedom, you're gonna have to give it to everything that is yours, along with that body down there. We have to find a way. And I believe the butler is the key to this whole thing.
I think you're right on par with that as well. I will help you if you help me. We will find out more about his past and what he does. Sound agreeable?
Can you read Sylvan?
That I can.
But then we have no use for you.
No,
Oh,
that
well, no,
you
wait.
can.
We
Yeah, that
do.
I can.
Oh, we do that. Oh, I mean, we do have use for you. Okay. Well, what time is it now?
It is close to 1. I'm probably going to end it pretty soon.
No, I meant in the game.
Oh, in game? It's still early morning.
Aurora.
Well, we all need a good rest anyway. Us and our characters.
Yes. So I think we have our target. We've got the team. Do you want your hand back? Alright.
Hold on to it for me.
I will.
I'm sure you'll find some use of it.
If the room... Never mind. Where's there a place to get some good breakfast around here?
Arif makes a good meal.
Reeve's gonna be pissed at us, guys.
Yes, he is going to be soft.
I've got a sandwich you can have.
Yeah, but Reeve was really nice to us. And I don't think Reeve is plugged into the tree, so he might be an ally for us.
I don't know how else would that child not have aged.
Right.
But that was most likely his wish, was to have his daughter back.
We didn't see him in the tree. Was he one of the...
You
four
did see him in the
bodies?
tree. You did
we
see
did.
him in the tree.
Reeve is in the tree. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
he
The
is.
daughter is
Saw him in
not.
the tree.
The daughter is not.
Okay.
The daughter was not.
Was the daughter one of the four bodies that we...
No, you did not recognize them. They seemed from out of town
Okay.
with their their weapons and stuff.
Drifters.
Seemed like adventurers. Yeah.
Well, I'll ask Aurora. Aurora, did his daughter die?
I came to the same conclusion as well. She's definitely not a real halfling. We've done a couple of tests.
So the
You checked her feet, and they were clean shaven.
no footprints. No.
Just be careful. Do not worry
Just,
them too much.
Just a Ken doll.
I do not believe that her daughter is aware of her own reality, her own existence.
So did this tree bring her back to life?
Possibly in sorts.
So it's necromancy.
If it can create a doppelganger of the person joining
Yeah.
to the tree,
It's necromancy, isn't it?
N-
This is right up
not
your
if
alley, Street.
not if it created a root.
not if it
Body.
created it out of nowhere.
Maybe it's not.
It is. I don't know about you guys, but
We're out
I
of here.
would-
Are we
I would
out of here?
rather-
Let's leave this
I'd rather
town.
take my chances down back in that breakfast nook where we can put our backs against the wall and we can take turns taking watch rather than going back to the inn. Let's rest. We'll rest up and then we'll reconvene in the morning and see what we want to. Or is it?
It's still morning, so
It's
It's
still
early.
morning. It's early morning.
Oh,
we can just do a quick montage of us talking to people, waving, jumping around, giving each other high fives, me tripping you, you tripping me, Sham shaking his head like, yeah, why did I even...
it's
Hang out
mid morning.
with
Why don't we
these
just
guys.
go take the butler out?
Just go
Are
in
you
there
saying-
right now and take the butler out?
I wouldn't recommend
He has
it, but
5 guards. Do you
He's got
realize
5 guards.
the army we're up against?
We really don't have any motive. All we have is suspicion. And the fact that he's undead.
And a little bit of evidence. Yeah, Sham. Sham knows that he's undead, so that means necromancy.
Ruru, Riri, is there any way we could get that letter that up until this point you didn't know that we knew about, but now you do?
she knows about the letter pre.
Prior.
Right.
She has
but
done
she-
some investigating on her own.
But she doesn't know that we know.
No, she doesn't know about
But I'll tell her.
Yeah, okay.
You don't understand the depth of which I know that library. Like, it is my child. I know the hairs of its head.
A natural 20.
I knit it together in
He's
its
milking
womb.
that natural 20.
A natural 20's gone to his head.
I found a letter. It was in Sylvan. I don't read Sylvan. But when I tried to ask the butler if he knew how to read it, he wouldn't read it, and then he made me put it back. And then I tried to switch it out with a piece of bread, but he wasn't as dumb as I thought he was, and so he saw me, and then I tried to poop a sandwich. I was successful, but it didn't distract him, and he wouldn't clean it up and leave the room, so I had to leave it back in the book that it was in, but I think it's the key.
That's definitely a lead. I don't know how you had to elaborate on you pooping, but
Oh, then I ate it again, so
no, that's wonderful. Thank you. We can use that information to our advantage. We can find that letter, and I can decipher it for you.
Are you the only person that speaks Sylvan?
Surely enough, everyone here speaks Sylvan, considering the rule book that the Grand Duke sends out is completely written in the language.
Aurora, what do you want out of this besides knowing the history of the Duke? What's your end game here?
Do you think he's your father?
Well, if I told you that, it'd be a spoiler.
Like
Aurora translates.
like the whole adventure is about. Okay, I'll say.
What were we saying, Shamgar?
Aurora translates into common to river song. Never mind, you don't get the joke.
I do. It took me a
Doctor
moment.
Who.
Yeah, Doctor Who. I'm sorry, I was more of a David Tennant fan than
Doctor
Matt Smith. I fell
Who?
off.
I never watched Doctor Who.
That was great. It's a great show. David Tennant's one great actor, and so is the Christopher Eccleston for him. Matt Smith is good too. I lost it a little bit of interest. We're getting sidetracked.
There's a dream within inside a dream within inside a dream.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Okay, well,
Well, I would suggest that I don't know about your metal man here, but the other two of you seem a little bit tired. I don't personally get tired myself.
we have been up all night.
I would suggest retiring to the tavern. Or Reeves a good man, and he would not harm you.
So do you like drink like ale and stuff, or do you like just eat fertilizer, or how do you sustain yourself?
I drink ale. I don't really taste it.
Composted ale or just normal ale?
I mean, isn't else?
You don't taste anything?
No, I don't.
there's a
Oh,
certain
wow.
dew of a mountain with just a hint of cherry. It's called Mountain Dew Code Red. Have you ever heard of this?
If you can't
that
taste
must have been
that,
from. Oh, my goodness.
man, if I was to wish, it would be like if I was going to wish something, Aurora, I would wish that you would have your taste buds back.
I truly appreciate that.
Am I winning any points over DM with
No.
this? Yeah. I feel like I'm building a relationship that's gonna go nowhere. I need the flesh and bone girl.
Tune in
Jeez.
next time for
Yeah.
Rule to decide to stop romancing a tree. No.
Jeez. Her bark is worse than her bite.
Oh my.
Man, I'm good.
Rob's done with this.
All right.
No, I was just looking
Okay.
I was looking something up real quick.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
He's gonna divine smite her.
Dude, we
Did
need to go
you-
smite the butler.
We need to smite the butler, but not right now.
Right now.
Why not right now?
Let's go back to the let's head back to the tavern.
Because we have to. Not all these people are ready to be unplugged.
Mhm. All right. So is everyone going back to the tavern, or are we trying to group murder the butler?
We need some rest. We've been up
Warforged wants to kill Butler immediately. Beep, beep, beep.
That's a rule, making fun of Warforged.
Hi, I'm Warforged. I must kill everything. Chop, chop, chop.
Rory will walk back into the manor and leave you all to your shenanigans.
She walks back into the manor, or she walks
Yeah,
to
she
the...
walks back into the manor.
So she's not going to the inn.
Nope, she's gonna leave you all to your own devices.
Try to
She'll
get
meet
the
back up.
letter.
As she walks away, I want to use divine sense one more time
Ooh,
on her.
yes.
Nothing evil, nothing good, just there.
Okay, but she's
Is she
quote unquote
undead?
living. She's not
She's
undead.
quote unquote living, yes.
Living
Okay.
plant.
It is not undead like the butler.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to check.
Yep.
She soaks in compost. I know that's her secret. I mean, how
All
does-
right, so you guys do make it back to the tavern, and just to, wrap it up, when you guys enter the room, you do see Ariv,
Arif,
You
man.
see his daughter,
What was his daughter's
and
name?
whose name is.
You've told us.
It's gone. That's one of the files that got corrupted.
No worries.
Very, very sad. But
Melody sounds like a good child's name.
I think it might have been that. But you do see 3 adventurers crowd around a table. One's lightly plucking a loot. The other one seems kind of annoyed to be there, and one has a shifty look about him. The one that's plucking the loot is a very, very strong, buff human bard, well-fashioned clothes. He has long black hair pulled back into a ponytail and just golden bangles on his arms. The one that seems a little bit shifty is a elf. He's kind of short, stumped, has a really bad posture. And the last one seems to have the annoyed one has a little air of aristocracy about her. It's a half orc, tall, reddish brown hair, wearing a blackened leather armor with a fancy ornate rapier at her side. And I'll leave it there.
So, do any of these look familiar, like the 3
Nope.
that we put down below?
Completely new. You've never
Okay.
seen these people in your life.
Okay.
Look, we get these people, we go back to the butler. We've got 6, they've got 6, and a 12-year-old.
11. Jeez.
11? Oh,
He's 11 years old.
11 years old.
So it's off. We can't do it with 11-year-old. That's just way too young.
Thank you guys for bearing with me. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened with my computer. I've been having to print off a whole bunch of
Dude,
stuff for
did great.
passports for a friend.
We're in the game
It's-
tonight, right now?
Huh? Yeah, I think
Okay.
we're going to end it right there. I have to wake up a little bit early.
Yeah, no
tomorrow,
worries.
so.
Thank y'all for coming out again.
Yeah, thank you guys
Nathan,
for
great job.
dealing with me. It's I mean,
Great
I
job,
enjoy
Nathan.
gaming. Thanks.
Yeah.
So,
Y'all-
did
What's
you make
up?
it to your house, Rob?
I ended up not going. My wife I live up here in Ypsilanti. My wife lives and works in Louisville, Kentucky, and she had to work tonight, and I don't have a key to her new apartment, so I couldn't going down next weekend instead.
Okay. Yeah, I was just I didn't know if you'd have a rough time or
No.
getting there or whatever. Okay, I don't know where Ypsilanti is in relation, so I didn't want to make